Hello, everyone. Well, we are going to be talking about intermittent fasting, the intermittent fasting on one meal a day. It's called OMAD diet. So, in our studio today, we have a holistic nutritionist, Zoe Lozano. She is a holistic nutritionist who's joining me live from Dallas. So, welcome, Zoe.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm really excited to, share a little bit about this topic. Yes.
Yes, so I was actually reading about it, OMAD diet. I mean, there's so much information on intermittent fasting. Specifically, I was so fascinated. Like, how can you have one meal a day, right? And so explain us the concept of what exactly it is, like one meal a day or OMAD diet.
This diet is pretty interesting. I mean, the OMAD, that the acronym, stands for one meal a day. So it makes you think like, okay, so what should I eat, right? So
Yes.
one of the benefits of this diet, it's basically that helps you to clean your system.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, there's no really rules that you will follow exactly,
Mm-hmm.
but the only rule basically is like you need to um, stick to one specific time frame. Like if you pick your large meal at, let's say, 10 a.m.,
Mm-hmm.
12 p.m., kind of like for lunch, or you have to stick to that schedule. So basically, if you this OMA diet, it's gaining like a lot of attention in the nutrition world because they some even functional nutritionists and the functional medicine, they see that it has been proven that it gives good results for long-term longevity and also health in general. I mean, it allows cells to essentially um, let's say um, reprogram, and also you detox, yourself, your body, and because you're not eating. Now, basically, um, with the OMA diet involving only one meal a day, of course, we want to make healthy choices, right? It's not like, oh, you eat whatever you want, but definitely it's a great start. Now, when you were asking me, about the benefits of the OMA diet, I mean, definitely you can it retard the aging. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, it's like a cellular process that cleans your body from toxins.
Mm-hmm.
So the point is to eat basically within an hour
Mm-hmm.
and then fasting for the remaining 23 hours. But you have to stick to 1 hour. So specifically, pick your hour. Normally, they recommend to pick the hour when you're going to be the most like active. So, because of course we need those carbs and protein,
Mm-hmm.
fats to be, do whatever we had to do during the day, right? So, um, and I don't really we don't really recommend that, or we don't really hear that very often, which is that's why it's actually gaining a lot of attention from the doctors or even functional nutritionists and holistic nutritionists because it's very could be very beneficial in indeed. Hmm.
So let me ask you something. So you said you have to pick 1 hour, right? So
Yes,
1 hour I can eat. So two questions. So one, I can only eat within the specified 1 hour every single day. Let's say 12 to 1 for an example. And then I don't eat anything for 23 hours, right? That's what I
exactly,
understood. Okay.
exactly. Hmm.
Now in 1 hour, I have to consume like 1200 calories is because now I need certain fuel, right, to keep my body functioning, my cells functioning, right? So what
Exactly.
I'm supposed to eat like on a whole day, lunch, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Now I'm supposed to eat everything in 1 hour. That's what
Yes,
I'm.
exactly.
So
Yes, so basically
how many
what
calories I'm supposed to eat in 1 hour?
yes, well, It's not necessarily the fact that you're not eating between like those 23 hours,
Mm-hmm.
automatically you're talking about reduction of calories, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you're reducing your intake, your calorie intake.
Yeah.
Not it's a type of intermittent fasting, but it's more like it's an extreme form of intermittent fasting.
Mm-hmm.
So, but definitely it's not that you need to say, oh, within that hour, eat whatever you want, right? Or your 2000 calories or your 1800 calories, let's say, for example. The point is that we recommend to eat more plant-based, meals,
Yeah.
and also focus on plant protein, also, the other thing is that we recommend, check the carbs, complex carbs. You don't
Mm-hmm.
want to indulge yourself in like those big meals with carbohydrates, right? Like the simple carbohydrates, because that will definitely not help, won't help with your sugar levels. So you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna feel really high, in the, how it goes. So insulin levels, it won't be working the same as your body. So you'll be craving other foods later,
Mm-hmm.
after that hour if you don't pick the right food. So choosing, the good fats and protein and the right carbohydrates is it's essential basically for that hour.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's going to be really, really hard for you to stick to 1 hour and don't eat the rest of it. So, but definitely yes, it's very important to, as I said, I mean, if we are what we eat, right? You want to, since you're gonna be eating one meal a day, you
Mm-hmm.
want to add all the nutrients, the
Mm-hmm.
possible nutrients that your body needs on that meal,
Mm-hmm.
to make sure that you actually your cells are actually feeding, you're feeding your body, you're nourishing your body, and you'll be having the energy that you need for the remaining time.
Okay, so but can you drink anything during the 23 hours, like some tea or any kind of beverages, or just water is only allowed?
Well, you can drink only water. It depends on, we all are different, right? But you can drink water, and you can also drink coffee and tea, right? But not, you can be drinking that. It depends, because some people will just fast, let's say, with drinking coffee, and because they add a little bit of sugar or different things, and
Mm-hmm.
they think like they're actually doing the OMAD diet, right? But or they're drinking the sugar-free beverages,
Mm-hmm.
which we don't recommend, of course, because that will bring you other
Mm-hmm.
situations in your body and other complications and more cravings later after that time frame. So you definitely don't want to add that. Water definitely is, we can say that is probably the best choice to add to this specific diet. You can actually drink the water.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the remaining, just eat while you're eating, of course. You can drink water or maybe a different type of beverage. It's up to you, right? But definitely the other 23 hours, you
Mm-hmm.
want to just keep yourself well hydrated.
Mm-hmm.
And then it depends. I mean, some people say yes, don't eat. Don't To get all the benefits of the actual OMAD diet, you need to fast at least 16 to 20 hours. After 16 hours,
Mm-hmm.
you can see the results or the benefits of the OMAD diet, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends. It's kind of like extreme, let's say it's like extreme form or of intermittent fasting. But we recommend not to drink any other type of you can actually drink the juice or something that you want within that hour, right? In case you want to eat, I don't know, let's say chicken salad or let's say vegetables with a stew or even
Mm-hmm.
bread. There's not really rules that will just tell you you had to eat these. Like a strict diet. Basically the only rule is that you have to stick to 1 hour, specific one hour during the day, and that's basically it.
So okay, so now so a couple of questions, follow-up questions, right?
Yeah.
So we've heard benefits of intermittent fasting quite a bit, 16-8, 24, and there's a lot of science and research that that supports intermittent fasting for the reasons that you were talking about, the cleansing of the body, the natural cleansing of the body that's happening. Now my question is like, do you recommend this as a lifestyle? In other words, one should follow OMAD diet forever, or you should only follow when there is like if you have a goal, like for example you want to lose weight or you want to cleanse yourself. So what is the recommendation? Is it like every for the rest of my life I'm going to have only 1 hour of meal and that's it, and no more dinners,
Yeah.
no more parties? I mean, is that what the recommendation is? I'm just trying to get practical here.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good question. Because I mean, you hear like so many things about different diets, right? And some people can stick to a diet for long term. Some people just can't. Um, but definitely, this OMA diet is not for long term. Yeah, definitely it's not a long-term dietary solution. Yeah, for sure. So it's more like a refresher that you can, let's say, incorporate to your life maybe once or twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
That's that. Then you can definitely will see the results in the long term and the benefits. But it's not something that you want to
Mm-hmm.
do daily, in your life, because definitely there's some other problems that time frame of not
Yeah.
eating anything could cause. And
Mm-hmm.
definitely, I mean, we all are different, have different health conditions, or it's sometimes your body, you have sometimes some of us work, sitting down at the computer in the office. Sometimes we work um, doing, being more active, different things. So some people like they prefer to do this diet because it's a lot easier for them
Mm-hmm.
to just stick to one time. They're so busy at work, they're sitting down, then I mean, I think I could possibly, if you can do that and stick to that, time frame,
Mm-hmm.
and some people work like 10 to 12 hours, like it's a lot, but yes, and they're like, oh, you know what, I'm so busy, like what do you recommend, to do, and to how can I incorporate, something easy and that I will feel good and everything at what time, so they pick 1 hour during those 12 hours, and then they're like, okay, this is my meal. And that's when nutrition, how to you have to think about that, like what do I want to eat in that time frame. Since you're going to eat only once a day, you definitely want to add more um, nutrients to your
Yeah,
meals. And but definitely it's not a long-term dietary solution, for
that's what I
sure.
want
Yeah,
to
it's
know.
a yes. Yeah,
So,
it's more like a refresher, as I said. It's like you say, oh, you know what? I just I had enough from, of these or the past 3, 4 days, and now I want to actually let my body and my digestive system to, it needs a break. And then you actually feel good. I've done it before, and then you I feel good. And even my husband, he does that too. And we were talking about that because we were like, oh yeah, I mean, it's something we're going to talk about, something like you sometimes you do. And yes, we can see the results. I mean, it's definitely um you feel good. You feel like basically if you eat a well-balanced diet with healthy choices, it's like it's essential to good health.
yeah.
So I definitely recommend this as it's not a long-term dietary solution for sure. I mean, it's not to think, oh, if I only eat once a day, I'm gonna be, you know, I'm gonna lose weight and I'm gonna feel better. It's not for that. But you will see if you do it like once or twice a week. It depends, on your health and your activities and the way you feel. I think you will see the results. You will get the benefits of it. And
Sure.
actually, the another thing that I wanted to add is that actually the OMA diet, and it comes from the Greek cell the benefit from the OMA diet is more like the autophagy. So
Mhm.
autophagy, it's a basically the a Greek word that it's like eating yourself. You know, eating it's like self-eating basically.
Mhm.
So basically, that's a cellular process that clears the waste from the body and helps improve your overall health and longevity.
Sure.
So I mean, it's we you can see that like they can it retards like aging, reduces inflammation. I mean, it boosts your stem cell production. It balances hormones. So definitely, going back to your question, that if it should this diet should be followed for long term.
Mhm.
Definitely, no, like every single day, but definitely we encourage you to. Or I mean, I definitely encourage you to do it at least once or twice a
Okay.
week if you can do it. Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Sure.
definitely you'll see the benefits of it.
All right. So the nutshell, the summary is the OMAD diet, which is means one meal a day. That
Mhm.
you should not do it continuously. Like that should not be your lifestyle. You should do it once a week. And a lot of cultures, they have fasting, like in Ramadan month, right? In Muslim culture, they do actually they follow a OMAD diet for the whole month. If you think about it, they only eat one meal a day, and that's it. And the whole day, they don't eat anything. Even the culture where I come from, like from India, this is
Exactly.
regular fasting. A lot of women in India, or even men for that matter, they would fast on Tuesdays and Fridays, for religious reasons. But typically, they will eat, have one meal in particular day, a couple of days in a week, and just to cleanse the system. So these things have been going along for years and years, is what my point is, right?
Yes.
In these
Hmm.
cultures, now we are kind of categorizing it, we're putting it in a box and calling it OMAD, like one meal a day, which has been happening in a lot of cultures from time immemorial, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, that's what we I don't know how you feel about it, but but it's I think a lot of people benefit from
Sure.
having that different mindset in
Mhm.
having this information that is so basic, but I mean you actually see that if it's not the problem is not if that what we might eat or eat every how often, or it's the amount of things that you eat, it's the quality of the food that you eat, it's so it's important to understand like with nutrition. It's important to understand like why this diet, or is this beneficial for me? Like, how's my health condition? How do I feel about it? And if it's sustainable, long term, because of course, I mean, we want to jump into a diet like it's we say, oh, we heard something, oh yeah, it worked for her, it worked for, yes, but we don't know exactly what's
Yeah.
how she did it or how he did it, and it's it's
Mhm.
it's not the same. So we definitely need some support, and help, professional help, and see, check how your blood levels and how do you feel in general about before starting a diet.
Sure.
But this diet is definitely so interesting. Like it's good to understand like the whole process and how the benefits from the
Yeah.
autophagy, which is that specific word that actually it's comes from the OMAD diet. That's why they created, like they
Mhm.
saw the results of the benefits of fasting. So
Sure. All
so
right.
yeah, definitely it's great.
Okay. Thank you so much, Zoe, for being with us and making us understand on benefits of one meal a day. Like, to summarize, one meal a day meaning you can only have in 1 hour all the nutrients, all the meals during that 1 hour, and 23 hours is the fasting. That's what it
Mm-hmm.
means. And then you should try to do it once or a couple of times a week, but try to seek out a nutritionist if you need help. And it's basically to help you cleanse your body, and there's a lot of research that has been done on OMAD diet. The disclaimer is don't do it forever. That's a disclaimer. With that, thank you so
Exactly.
much. Yeah, thank you so much,
You're
Zoe.
welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. Have a great day.
Yes, thank you.
Bye.